on that third down.
The Knights line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play action fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. The give is to Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Brown wants to pass. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Morton. He fires a bullet to the right. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Red Raider! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Power football with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Smith takes the handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Hudson. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Trying to beat the D deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Right back to the well. Just ran him over. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Now facing a third and long. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The Knights will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Knights will hustle to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Running back goes in motion. Brown will throw it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Let him bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking left. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Complete in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The corners are walked up tight. Going up top on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Knights want to crank the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right down the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes the option. The pitch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
This offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Brown wants to pass. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, UCF 6.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Now the play fake. Coming after it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Man, it's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on first and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense getting set for first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shakes off the defender. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Hold.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Red Raiders are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the ground, it's Avila. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeps it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time. And he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Brown will throw it. Release to the back. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum.
He's loose on the right. The 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Moves. And go.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Pushes ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this play.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Snagged in the middle, it's Stevens. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got his man on the outside.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the...
Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us, and apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense is going to do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle at Stevens. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.